Hey everyone, welcome back to the Laserdisc Repair Bench. Tonight we have a follow-up video to the CLD-3090 video where we worked on the belt and the loading mechanism. This one we're going to install an AC-3 mod, which is 5.1 surround sound for Laserdisc, and we're also going to clean the grip ring on the spindle motor. I've taken the time to take the top off and kind of have this thing ready to go. We're going to do the AC-3 mod first, and then we're going to do the cleaning of the grip ring after that, since the AC-3 mod is a little bit more labor intensive. So what we're going to focus on is this board in particular. This is the audio board that has all the connections on it, and it's actually one of the simpler mods to put on because everything is exposed. I don't have to remove any boards. I just have to have the tray out. Really, and you can't see it, it's off camera, but that's the hardest part here. So let's get to it. Here we have the board and the little 3D printed holder. So what I like to do first is try and determine where this is going to go. And so I've kind of figured that out ahead of time. And I have this mounting hole right here, and I have a little mounting hole here that's not used for anything. And so I think what I'm going to do is put the mount there, put a zip tie through the two holes, make it tight, and then probably just put a dab of hot glue on the edge of this board and just stick this holder on there. It's not really heavy, so it shouldn't cause any issues. So knowing that, we can kind of start plotting things. And if I wanted to, I can also spin this holder around. It just depends on which wires I want to go where. And I'll probably choose this way because I'm just going to loop all my connections around these. This is minus 5 volts, this is ground, plus 5, and this is my AFM signal. And everything is on this board, so I'm just going to loop these around, make my connections, and then this will be my ground that goes to the coaxial output, and this will be my outgoing AC-3 signal that goes to the back panel. I have also determined ahead of time my connection points. So circled in black right here is my RF tap, and I'll put a picture up sometime in the next few seconds in the video that shows all the connections. It takes the picture of this board and it actually highlights everything. So I have positive 5 volts here, I have minus 5 volts here, and then I have ground right here. And we're going to bring our Kirby smoke sucker into this. I didn't tin the wires yet on these, and I did that on purpose because I was thinking if I'm going to have the board right here, probably going to make these a bit shorter. And so I'm going to pause for just a second to cut these down off camera and have them ready to go. All right, the wires have been trimmed. We're just going to put a little bit of new solder on each of these connections. I'll go with the longer ones first. It might be a little bit easier. It went on there fine. I just wanted to lay down a little bit more. Okay, looks good there. We'll get some tape down, probably right about here, just to secure these wires on. Looks good there. All right, so we have the wires attached, and I'm looking to, so we have the wires attached for the most part. We don't have these two obviously attached yet, but that's next. So I'd like to go ahead and mount this, and I've warmed up my glue gun. It's nothing to write home about, but then we'll slip a zip tie in here. A little extra insurance. Should hold pretty well. You can probably only put one of these in. Move that just a little bit. One should be fine. Okay. And just in case you're wondering, the tray starts right about here. So we're going to miss the tray, and these wires I'm going to pin down somehow. I may glue them. I don't know. I don't know what opinion is on that. But this board misses the tray, and that's on purpose. So the next thing to do would be probably to go ahead and put a connector on this. I prefer to test before I really get everything live. That way we'll just know, and we can check that part off, and I can show the finished part later. But just for purposes of showing off that this does indeed work, we'll put a test connector on. Forgot the ground lug. So we're just gonna get these attached. That's holding. All right. Yeah, it's not pretty, but we'll just have it hang off the back and it'll be fine. All right, last steps here. Just getting things connected. Okay, checklist. We've got all of our wires connected. We've got the RCA connected. I've got this going to a Yamaha DDP-1 processor that's below the bench, and that's going to my soundbar, which is hanging above with the lights. And yeah, so all we need to do is power this thing on. I've got an AC-3 disc in there. Yeah, that's the grip ring. Whoa, sound.
Paramount is pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Whew. All right, sounds like we got some success. So this is the only audio connection from the player to anything. None of the other ports are plugged in. So awesome. So that is a wrap for the AC-3 mod. And we'll go over to cleaning the grip ring next. All right, welcome back to the second part of this video. We're going to go ahead and take this clamper off, and then we will clean the grip ring. And maybe we'll just take a look at the laser while we have everything opened up, because it sounded like it was struggling a little bit to seek different chapters. So here we go. And we're just gonna drag the Q-tip along. You won't see anything on the Q-tip once it's clean. And you probably can't see it too well on camera, but I am just going to manually move the laser. Just make sure there's no issues with the track. It's not getting stuck anywhere. Sounds good to me. I'm going to pop the laser rail out, the guide rail out, and I'm going to go ahead and just grease it. A little preventative maintenance here. Just had to take, there's a set screw for the rail on this one. Okay, a little bonus footage here. Oh man, that's bad. Trying to not take the top side B clamper or the side B guide rail off. Oof, well, just gonna clean this, get all the gunk off. So I'm just gonna put it on the paper towel here. Kind of roll it. And I'm getting some on there and I'm taking some off, kind of trading it and putting it all over the place. I'm concerned with getting it on the back part here too. Is that gonna be enough? Okay, we're back. There's going to be a gap in the footage. I ended up struggling to get the guide rod down here back in. I ended up having to take these two screws off because when I was trying to put the rod in, there was like a spring that was pushing that wouldn't allow me to put the rod back in. So got the guide rod cleaned off a bit more. There's a lot of grease on there, and the laser is able to slide again. So we're all good there. I'm just kind of buttoning things back up. Everything, all the cabling back here is plugged back in. And I did double check that I have the white cable, the flex cable, is over the top of the orange PCB cable. So thanks for sticking with me through this. It all started with cleaning the spindle motor off, but then I said, hey, let's go check out the laser assembly. And it all kind of fell off from there. All right, we're all put back together. So let's try a disc again. Sounds a lot better. Okay, it just started playing the first second. So we're going to go ahead and skip 2 chapters. That's what I was having trouble with before. Yeah, this thing definitely may need a alignment. I'm putting it on the 3rd chapter, which it found last time. Okay, well, it starts the disc. That's fine. And the issue with the grip ring is gone. It did find its chapter just now while I was talking, but the whoosh sound when it spins up the disc is gone. So our cleaning of the grip ring definitely extended its life. It's going to need to be replaced sooner or later, but that is cleaning the grip ring, putting the AC-3 mod in, and a little bonus video about cleaning the laser assembly, the guide rod. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.